Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Game Changers Championship Special Duo Q podcast episode featuring me, your co-host Melange, and also Alexis, fellow co-host of the Duo Q podcast. And not only that, but the Forbes 30 Under 30 recipients of year 2025. Alexis Grassi. Give it up.
Thank you. Thank you, Melange. Also, apparently, future Jeopardy co-host.
Me or you?
Because
you already have a full-time job, honey. You have a full-time job running Jeopardy down.
I might be. I can't prac no more.
No,
I can't, because Jeopardy said give her a raise, get her on the show. So I literally can't do it.
Throw up the screenshot. Put that on the screen because that was
let's throw up the screenshot.
I thought it was a fake account. But no.
So did I.
But
and
no.
then I saw the little check mark. I'm like,
wait.
Excuse me.
Not only that, but they
real.
literally did the copy paste meme. They copied the message of everyone saying you're literally so hilarious and funny. Please give her a raise. Like that's like shit that I would put in my room in a frame.
No, their social media manager is the one who needs the raise.
No,
what do you mean? How they even find the
viewer
video
of your stream?
No, literally. Like, do they even know? We were making like so many Valorant references. Do they even know what's going on in the video, or they were just like, "Oh, Jeopardy in the title. Let me drop a comment."
But yeah, we are.
I really would love to know.
And it was really an honor playing with you. But I feel like you have a higher calling at Jeopardy, so I understand.
Perhaps, but you know what's gaggy though is that now we're both Forbes 30 Under 30, which means we both are $30 million richer because they actually give you $30 million when you make the list.
Is that a new thing? They did not do that in my class. That must have been new for you guys.
You didn't get the email?
No, I didn't get the wire transfer or the email or the Venmo. Girl, what are we talking about?
Oh wait, do you have Cash App?
No.
Oh, that's
it's sponsored by Cash App.
Yeah.
Cash App if you want to sponsor us.
It's a Cash App exclusive, unfortunately.
We'll get them next year.
Okay.
Wow, we have a lot to get into. Speaking of getting in.
Yeah. So should we just... Where do we even begin? Do we just start with the beginning of Game Changers?
I think let's start before Game Changers even started. Let's start to when it all began, which was at the boot camp.
Okay.
Let's start there. So what day did we fly out? November 8th. Got there November 9th. We boot camped at the fearx facility, right? fearx facility.
Yes.
That was honestly a nice facility. I'm not sure, like, you're gonna have a vlog that comes out, I'm sure, shortly after this. Like, guys, it's such a nice facility, and they have so many floors. Like, I was like, wait, they take it seriously here.
They told us we would be boot camping with 3 other teams, and at first we're like, girl, excuse me,
no,
we're gonna be walking by our competition in the halls. Like, what are you talking about? But it's like a several floor facility, and on the bottom is a cafe. It's like very inconspicuous, and then there's like a secret door that you walk through.
Yes, there. And then literally, I don't even know that's up to fire code in America. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking
but that's
that, like,
totally fine.
What is a speakeasy?
How do you evacuate?
Yeah, it was sick though.
It was really cool. But yeah, there's 4 floors. We didn't like interact with any other like GC players in the building because it was so like
it was quite big.
It was so well formatted. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it was huge. It was really nice, and the person facilitating like our boot camp was also like so helpful and so nice. So
I think the only time we saw the other teams was when we all had to use the same restroom.
Yeah,
that was a little gaggy, to be honest.
That was it.
But yeah, that was it.
We did share a restroom, but that's okay.
Do I tell my mousepad story or no?
What mousepad story?
Give it a second. Remember when we got to the Riot Hotel and then I was like,
yeah, you probably should. Yeah, you probably should.
Okay. And here's the thing. This is absolutely no shade to anyone. Our boot camp was phenomenal. PCs were great. We had a great time. It was so centrally located. We were closer to Lowell Park, like the venue, at fearx than we were when we were at like the Riot Hotel. It was a phenomenal boot camp. Skip forward to when we're transferring, because after a certain point, like all the teams are required to play from the Riot Hotel and play from the prac rooms just to make everything fair. Like you don't want people having an advantage by people boot camping at a facility. We know some other teams are only at the Riot Hotel, so everyone has to consolidate after a certain date. So we get to that point and I'm like, dang, I swapped mouse pads. I swapped to a brand new mouse pad in the middle of the boot camp. But I liked having like the old one as like a backup. But also it's like if y'all played video games for a long time, you know that like sometimes a worn in mouse pad is like better, like when you break it in.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you know, I think I forgot my backup mouse pad, which is my old mouse pad. I kind of need to get that. And so I was asking our manager, like, I was like, hey, can you bring that? I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Could you go back to the bootcamp facility and pick it up for me? And she's like, yeah, I can. And then she goes. Turns out it's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, oh, maybe I brought it on accident. No. Turns out it was so dirty. The mouse pad was so dirty that the cleaning staff literally threw it away.
They quite literally thought someone was using that shit as a napkin. Like, I'm not even kidding. They thought
you?
that was like a big napkin.
They were like, what the hell? Anyway, and they threw it away. Mm-hmm. And they felt really bad. I do want to say they felt so bad. They obviously did not mean to throw away a beloved mouse pad. But low-key, I got a little emotional because I was like, damn, I've won 2 champs on that mouse pad. I haven't changed it. Call me gross, call me fugly, call me chopped. But that mouse pad, well, you could call the mouse pad chopped, ugly, and etc. But
not you.
I've had that mouse pad for quite a long time. And so parting ways with it in that fashion so unexpectedly. Why are you laughing?
The fashion is getting LeBron fucking thrown into the garbage.
I remember being a little bit emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, we went through hell and back, me and that mouse pad. Because I don't throw away mouse pads. If my camera panned into the corner, I have about 20 mouse pads over there. Yeah. So anyway, that was the mouse pad story. It's the notable thing I remember from boot camp. Loved the boot camp though. Loved it. It was great.
8 down.
I just lost a valuable member of my family, but that's fine.
Can I add a follow-up to the mouse pad story that's somewhat related about my mouse?
Oh, yeah.
So
wait, can we tell this tea? Do you think?
Yeah, I've already said it on stream.
Oh, okay, you're good.
So it's the last day of our boot camp at fearx, and we're like, oh my god, let's pack up, whatever. And then we had to do tech check the next day, and we're at tech check, and one of the admins comes over and is like, hey, what's your mouse? And I'm like, oh, it's like a Pulsar X2H mini, like normal mouse. And he's like, no, what's like the branding on it? Like, what are these colors? Like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, I think it's like a Demon Slayer collab or something. He's like, oh, you can't use that. I was like, huh?
Oh.
Because my backup mouse that I always bring, which I'm kind of dumb for this, I guess, but my backup mouse is not the exact same mouse. It's a mouse that's lighter. It's like a similar shape, but it's way lighter. And they're like, yeah, you can't use this. Sorry. I was like, ow!
Mind you, you've used this mouse on stage already at Champs last year.
Last year. I used it at the Spotlight series. I've used it several times on stage.
Ride events.
There was no problem. So I guess something in their handbook has changed since then. But yeah, so I found out 2 days before we had a match that I could not use my mouse that I've been using for the last year. So the lovely management at fearx found out this information, and they're like, oh, well, we'll just get you expedited shipping on a new mouse.
Words to fearx. They're the goats.
No, that was crazy. And I actually got the mouse a day before the match. Like, I could have played on the mouse, but I was like, okay, I've just spent the last 2 days playing
on your backup mouse
with this new mouse, so I might as well just use it for the first match, and then if we win and we have a break for 2 days, then I can get used to my old mouse again. So that was really annoying.
Yeah, but you know what's gaggy? That first match was like the cleanest match we had the whole event. After that, it got a little dicey, to say the least. But that first match, like the little 13-1, like it was. We were looking good.
Let's talk about it.
We were. I mean, we were looking good. We 13-1
I mean,
Pearl.
It was a 13-1 Pearl. I was like, damn, this is awesome. Corrode was a little bit more difficult, but still, I mean, Nicole was clutching out the wazoo. I have nothing to say about that.
Nicole was so insane. Like, genuinely 3K Mastermind, 1v3 Mastermind. Like, the series is probably a lot more closer if she's not just 1v3.
Oh, absolutely.
On repeat, on speed
dial.
dial.
Was literally a round where she clutched, and I was like head in hand saying to myself, how does she keep getting away
No, because it was like our fourth one, and I was like, how is this happening? Like, I could only have so many original reactions.
Right. I genuinely don't understand. But yeah, I think Corrode, our defense was just like a little bit shaky. I feel like we weren't on the same page about like how we wanted to play around B. But after this match, I think we talked about we had a really good understanding of what to do. So
yeah, I think that sparked like a discussion I had with Loic after. Like, even though we won, I was like feeling pretty passionate about like scrimming Corrode defense and fixing it, because I feel like that was not very convincing. And I was like, yo, we're like, there's something that we're missing on Corrode on our defense. And so like I want to say it changed a lot after that match, because we practiced and I was quite intentional talking to Loic, like, hey, I think we should look at these VODs and play it this way instead, because we play kind of one-dimensional and it's like kind of ass, actually. Like, we're not playing for the right lines. Like, it seemed like we were, I don't know. It just felt really awkward. I feel like we could be winning more rounds on defense. So so that was awesome. It was a good learning experience. And also, I feel like for me and you, at least, like, that first match, we were super relaxed going into it. Like, it felt like I didn't even have a match that day. I don't know why or what caused it, but
we were a little too chill.
It was almost too chill. Yeah, I was like, why am I not even a little bit nervous? Like, even for Mr. Fun Havers, I'm just like, I'm a little bit, you know, it's like, oh, this is a match, you know, it's going on VLR. Yeah. Like, people could be watching later if we make it deep enough. But, like, I felt no nerves. It was so spooky.
I wonder if it is just, like, the fact that we've been to 3 and won 2, where we're like, okay, the first match, we've never really struggled. So, I mean, deeper into the tournament, nerves definitely grew. But I feel like that first game, it was like, this should be easy sneezy.
And which is crazy, because what ended up happening was MIBR's like literally ended third, and we had to play them again. And we pulled the team that ends top 3 as our first game. That's kind of crazy. And we were super chill about it, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah. Honestly, I'm glad we felt that way. I'm hoping we can feel that way more in the future. That'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome.
Dude. And then we played KC, and we dropped our first map.
Oh, and mind you, it was Haven. Mind you, that I think they had a stat in the pre-game the analysis desk, where they were like, yeah, they haven't dropped Haven in GC in like 400 days or something. Yeah, and then guess what? We dropped Haven like twice this event.
No, because that's so gaggy that like Haven is historically one of our best maps, and in GC we're just like, so why did this randomly become our worst map? What's going on right now?
No, it was kind of scary. Like I was like, why did we just lose that? I'm not gonna lie, KC, the match versus KC, they played Haven like they had fucking nothing to lose. They played a Haven playstyle that is like at the time worked really, really well against us, which is like timing, swinging shit together, timing, swinging stuff solo, like just taking random risks on defense.
It felt very NV coded. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yes, and on attack, we were really struggling with these random peaks on defense. And then when we were on defense, honestly, I mean, our defense definitely could have been better, but like it was like serviceable. I think we got like 6 rounds or something. I can't remember, but it was like, it was
our
like
attack was definitely worse.
Yeah, I was expecting us to have a way better attack, and that's on me. Not gonna lie, but we learned a lot.
It's not just on you, because we've pretty rarely played teams with that playstyle, so it's like kind of difficult to adapt mid on stage.
Yeah, that is like
playing.
It was our kryptonite. Like even in scrims, it's kind of our kryptonite. Like normally when people play a pretty standard Haven, it's like, well, normally come out on top, but that one was a little bit iffy. I will say, I wanted to message Glance and ask her. Maybe I'll message her after this pod, but like, you know the pistol round when we were on attack? Bro, and our pistol starts off with us going sword C.
Yes.
Bro, run the footage because their defense pistol, it felt like an anti-strat. And I was like, damn. I remember it happening. I was like, dude, well played. I literally, there's nothing we can do about that. So imagine this. They're on defense. They have 2 sheriffs C long, and there's also a turret like taking contact C long. And so when the turret procced on us, they double swung with sheriffs and just killed all of us. Like it was, we didn't have a sheriff on the strat. Like we just got destroyed, and like there was no chance. Like it was quite well played. And I was thinking like that was literally a perfect pistol. They could not have gotten a more perfect pistol than that. It was just cooked for us. And when that happened, I was like, damn. And then we couldn't get any rounds going. I was like, damn. And when they were peeking shit and what's happening, I was like, damn. And then Alkia, oh my god, bro, Alkia was running my pocket. She was cooking my shit. She was every time she was on my screen, she owned me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, my first time getting owned right now at this early in an event. Damn. All right. Shit.
Yeah, she had a really good map.
Yeah. But we closed it out on
Sunset.
what was it? Sunset.
Yeah.
And that's when Nicole took over, and she was like, "Let me just be Prime Yaster real quick.
Let me just
be
watch Chamber
Optic Yaster
on every map." Yeah. But after we lost this Haven, we VOD reviewed it and we were like, oh, we are just such big chungus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good VOD review session. I think it was similar to the Corrode we played against mibr, where we were like, okay, let's fix some of these oopsies here. Let's lock in a little bit. Unfortunately, after that, we lost Haven again, but at least it was closer. Right?
Yeah.
At least it was a little closer.
Yeah. Damn, it's crazy because we really were so confident in our Haven going into this event, and we kind of got exposed. Like, it's a little harsh.
Yeah. This was the Team Liquid game, and the upper final was a rough one, to say the absolute least.
In the words of Loic, I think that match decided the whole event. That match. I think that if we win it, we win the event just based on map pool.
I
think we win the event off of that, because then we would have been able to play Corrode against them, and we wouldn't have to have played Bind. We'd be like, I think there is a world where, I mean, I'm not gonna say we guarantee win, but it's like much more likely. I think that we win.
The chances are much higher.
I think I was talking to Loic after. It's like an 80-20%. I think like there's an 80% chance we win if we win the upper bracket final, and then we're in the finals waiting for them. And if we came from lowers, it was like a 50-50. And girl, it was such a close fucking final. We can get to that later. Let me save the meat and potatoes for later. Let's get through the veggies. Yeah, I feel like this really decided it. Like, bro, when I watched back Haven, there were so many tragedies that happened in that first upper final. Did you watch it back?
All I'm thinking about is the round where I was shot on accident through the smoke.
Oh yeah, I'm done. We reviewed it. I'm tripping, bro. That was like,
So I was defusing the bomb on C in a smoke. Karn is running around front site trying to get crosshair placement and like try and distract them so I can defuse safely. And I can't remember who it was.
It was Issa.
Maybe it was Issa, yeah. Issa is trying to shoot at Karn, jumping around on Neon, and a stray bullet lands in my noggin.
You. Like, instantly.
And I die.
Instantly. Like, you barely got on bomb.
I get insta one tap through the smoke on accident. I was like, wow, that one bullet changed the course of our entire lives. So
maybe that bullet lands a little bit to the left, or if it lands 1 second later, you have the bomb, and then I'm able to full stick defuse before Jujina wraps me. Because then Jujina really secured the round for them by flanking. Like, her timing on it was impeccable. Like, perfect denial from her. It was so tragic. It was truly tragic. I don't know.
But regardless, was a really close map, honestly. And then we played Pearl.
Yeah. We beat them on Pearl. I still feel bad about Haven though, because it's like, okay, obviously like that round is that is unlucky. I can't control that. But like, I feel like our attack was so rough. Like, I wasn't really getting many very attack rounds on a map where we historically get a lot of those, and it just didn't really leave us a lot of room on defense. Like, we were kind of cooked. So you know what? Attack is on me. I'll wear it. I will wear attack. It was not the best calling. I think we had a much better approach.
You know how much I hate when you wear things like clothes and entire halves of Valorant. So let's call it a team L, shall we? Okay.
Let's just blame Loic. Okay. Fuck it.
Oh my god, I'm so
down.
Oh, we'll get to that French man later. Don't you worry. So then we played Pro. We beat them on Pro. I think we were expecting to. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be this close, to be honest. Nicole boosted us.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember much of Pearl, but we were up 6-0, and then we ended the half 6-6. So I think they had just like a really good adjustment mid-half.
Yes, they did, and I feel like, if I'm remembering correctly, yes, I'm remembering, because we, compared to like our first Pearl, I feel like we were having Karn play so passive. This is something that we ended up fixing in the grand finals, and we fixed this against mibr when we played them again, even though I think it was actually a closer game against mibr when we rematched them on Pearl. They also improved. Like, we're improving, they're improving in the tournament, so it's like you can't really replicate the same results. But we were just playing so passive. That's something I brought up in practice, is like, why we need to get Karn in like more active engagements and fights, like,
like a
in
deep
mid
line.
yeah, deep lines. I mean, like, getting her in mid, like these mid fights are really strong for her. Like, getting her on these engagements are a lot better. It felt a lot better when we started doing that. But yeah, I think they just had a good adjustment. We probably weren't playing very aggressive, and they had good calling. Like, Daiki had an insane event. Like, she was, I mean, but look at this game. She's like top fragging.
Yeah.
1.48 rating and a loss.
No, I'm sorry. Like, okay, IGLing, playing Initiator, and getting MVP is quite literally the craziest
It's hard.
stack of achievements of all time. Like, it's already hard, I feel like, to play Initiator in IGL just because you're balancing action comms with your team, like util comms and macro IGL comms. Like, I can't imagine like having to do both of those, because like for us, I feel like I do a lot of like the directing teammates what to do.
Like, I give the idea and then you execute the actual plan.
Yes, like you're giving me the macro and then I'm doing the mini ideas between that. But having one person do all of that, or like a majority of that, is like
what?
Insane. Yeah.
Like, and then also like carrying her own weight. I mean, not even more than her own weight. Like, she was carrying the whole event. Let's be real. Like,
pausing. This was a 13-10 game. Look at the first engagements between us.
Yeah, so this actually, go ahead and get a snapshot of that, because this ends up biting us in the ass in the grand finals, because we have so many advantages and we don't convert them.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of the story of my life. Sorry.
I love 1D. And then we played Sunset. Sunset, honestly, I was lost.
Ooh.
I will say that in Korea, I feel like the meta is not Sage. And so all of the scrims that we got, quite literally all of the Sunset scrims that we got, not a single one was against Sage. Not to say that was like entirely the reason we lost, but it's like I was trying to adapt to Sage v Sage in the middle of the game when I had no prior experience to that, because I think it was like right when we left that this Sage comp became meta in NA, and I don't think it was not meta in Korea yet. So yeah, I think that was like difficult for us trying to adapt to playing Sage v Sage on the fly.
I think we also were just playing so timid on this map. Like, so timid. I mean, like, yeah, on our defense, we were just playing pretty timid. Like, not taking engagements. It's the same story like I was saying on Pearl. Like, before we fixed it, like, we're just playing so scared and like not taking space, like not like disrespecting, and I guess not, the word isn't disrespecting, but like, you know what I'm saying, like make them win the first line of fights in a round and then to go from there. We just weren't really doing that. I think this is something we did fix, because we end up winning 13-7 in the grand finals on Sunset, literally a complete flip of what happened here. But I think we'd had a lot of takeaways from this game. Like, honestly, it wasn't a good result, but we had a lot of takeaways. It was much needed. And then on attack, we fixed a lot of our shit on attack, because you can literally if people watch the first games that we play versus the later games, it's quite literally night and day difference. Like, we are running completely different game plans. Like, we really did try to learn from every single match, and we tried to apply it instantly. Like, the calling,
very in-depth overview that we did.
I apologize for anyone that did see this game live, because we were literally just 5-man walking up a no op, just contacting into 3 people every round, and it was hard to be a part of, and it was hard to watch. So when we stopped doing that, things improved. So yeah,
that's real and true and based. So moral of this story is that we were being big chungus, but then we approved and adapted and got better. And then we played MIBR.
That is what matters.
Like you said earlier, the Pearl game against MIBR was a lot closer than the first one we played. It was really obvious
13-1 to 13-11 is crazy.
Yeah, they had fixed a lot of mistakes, it feels like, and they were playing really well. I feel like Karn also was playing super, super well. Like, I feel like when we talked to her about like being more aggressive and like going for her early fights, I feel like it improved our pro a lot. And I mean, it shows. She went 25-13. She farmed.
Yeah, we actually are like enabling her to do things. It helps when we do that.
Exactamundo. And when my duelist is doing good, I'm doing good too, girl. I'm flashing her and I'm trading. You feel me? Tell you shit.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this was a good game. Honestly, I felt like in the server it didn't feel as close as it was IMO. Like, I don't remember this feeling super close.
I don't remember like these first. Oh, I remember. Okay. I remember this map. So on defense, I know we get like what we got pistol in 4 rounds, which is thank God we got pistol. Otherwise, it would have been bad. I remember like. I have to remember because this was not like one of their better maps. This was like one of like it's like on the edge of their map pool, like one of their worst maps, and it's one of our best maps.
Well, we did 13-1 them the first time we played. Yeah,
true. But I was like doing that thing where I just assume that people are gonna do like the perfect play and like assume that they have omniscient knowledge. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like there, I remember on defense, like I was losing so many rounds because I was playing to anti their tail ulti. But they never tail ulted the way I thought they were going to tail ult. Like, there's a round where they use it when we have KJ ult. We haven't even dropped our ult yet. And then they kind of they give us the round by ulting too early, essentially. And, like, I'm over here planning for them to ult backhaul or ult the CT flood. And I'm playing it as if I'm ready to have that follow-up play off of their play. But what ends up happening is they weren't using their ults. And I was just like in the open. I was getting caught out so much, literally being in the open because I'm planning for something that never ended up happening. And I was throwing like at least like 3 gun rounds on defense, just not having the right read on what they were going to do with their
That's
with
such a
ults.
common thing in Game Changers too, where like we'll plan for something and then it doesn't end up happening for like 8 rounds or like at all.
Like over planning.
Yeah. A lot of over planning. I agree with that.
So sometimes I think it might just be better to just play standard, and if they use the ult, then you just gotta go forward and kill people. Like, I think that's probably the play. But I ended up playing really passive and scared because of an ult, and so their ult had so much aura that it moved me off the site without them even using it. So I remember that. So I will apologize. I also will say I feel like I didn't individually play very well this series. So I really tried to use that as fuel to lock in on the grand final, which didn't work out. But
that's okay.
You know what? I noticed I was not playing well, and I was like, okay, let me lock in. I finally had a good map on Corrode, and then I feel like I was playing better in the grand final up until the last map, honestly. But we'll talk about that later.
You were owning.
Thanks.
All right, Split, our best map in this whole event. We were really good at Split. I had actually a lot of people come in my chat asking me to elaborate on our split comp, and I kind of told them the reasoning, but I think that they would also love to hear from you.
Wait, like, what did you say? I want to hear.
More so what I said was like we don't usually play well doing double duelist, but also I feel like it's just in general not comfort for us, like role wise, because Sarah would be flexing to second duelist, and I know that's like not super comfort for her. I mean, she's great on duelist. And then I would have to pick up like info any, which is I can play it, but if it's Sova, it is hard. But if it's Fade, I'm okay. You know, like I'm not lost. But in general, I think we play better when we have more info versus like more aggressive plays that you would do with double duelists.
Yeah, I would agree with everything you said. I think one thing to keep in mind is that like the patch changed and the map pool changed like a month before the event, and so we are revamping like all of our comps and all of our maps. Like maybe not all of them, like obviously our Haven comp remained the same, but like on a lot of maps we are revisiting like, what comp works on this map, how does the playstyle of this comp work on this map, what do we have to change, like on constant like daily basis. And so there's so many maps we had to work on, and like Split was one of them, like towards the end. And it was a map that we've just kind of been struggling with in general. So like balancing improving our split when we had to also work on our abyss, something that I think I will give us credit for is that our abyss looked fucking shaky in GCNA, but at this event it was like one of our best maps, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like Abyss was like a good ass map for us, and so we fixed our Abyss at the cost of our split kind of falling off the wayside, because we put so much attention to Abyss and so much attention to Sunset and so much attention to Corrode. Like we were changing our comp on so many maps, and then Split was like one of the later maps, and we chose our comp because one, we didn't have there's just not enough time to be super good at 6 maps with that map pool change and that comp change. Like we're already trying to figure out the meta, and so we looked at, I think it was G2, like the G2 VCT team in Red Bull Homeground, and they're running like double initiator, right? They're running like breach and fade, and that was like, oh, if it's viable for them, let's just try to implement it on our team, because we have two people that are really good at initiator, like play to our strengths more so than let's go into unknown territory right before a big event, like it's literally
by
champs,
trying to force the meta comp.
Forcing like double duelists and put people on like suboptimal agents when we know that we're good on double initiator because we played breach before on split, and there's a tier 1 team showing that it's playable on split. Now if you want to argue if it's like the most ideal comp, that's a different story, but from our perspective, it was balancing our like playing to our strengths and the time that we had to actually implement all these things. And we put in a decent amount of time on split towards the end, and it honestly wasn't even looking too shabby like in scrims, to be honest. So we were feeling like it was serviceable. I think mostly, I mean, could you let me see the like how many rounds we got on what side? I feel like, I mean, obviously it didn't end up working out, but you know what, we did try our best. We really did. I think calling wise, I feel like I should have had a better, we should have ended B a lot more with our comp. I think ending A on this map is pretty difficult. And on defense was actually quite a question mark, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's, sorry, I just went on a tangent, but TLDR, time constraints, and we're just playing to our strengths. Like, we tried.
We tried. I mean, I feel like it's a quite high expectation to assume that we would have 6 perfect maps, like you said, in the amount of time we had when we had to revamp quite literally every single map that we play. So yeah, split was rough. That was a tough one. And then going into Corrode, like we said earlier, we improved a lot from our initial match on Corrode, where we were feeling uncomfortable in some of our setups, and we were able to get a bit better.
And I ran it down. I think that showed. Yes,
you didn't run it down. You were owning.
We were down 0-6, and then I was like, "Guys, lock in and give me 6." And what happened? No. You guys gave me 6.
Melange literally said, "Get mommy 6 rounds," and we said, "Yes, ma'am." That's exactly what we did. So, and also I think on the 6th round, Loic took a really good tack pause and like had a really good vision for the rest of the half. Yeah. And I feel like it helped us a lot as well.
+1 freaking vouch. Our retakes were looking nice. I'm not sure if that's how we were winning these rounds, but on defense, our retakes were looking nice.
Yeah, and I think that was like the problem that we had in the first game. Then we played Abyss, and it was another really close game. I think that they were really hitting that A site. God damn, they were blasting that A bomb site.
Ooh, and who was the A player?
Okay, well, I just don't think one lowly little Astra can defend an entire bomb site. I feel that that's not entirely what you should be doing.
Honestly, we really thought at a certain point they were gonna fake A and then B, and that's why we kept the Terminator on B, the Terminator in question, Alexis. But they honestly, they had a good game plan. Like, their game plan, I'm 90% sure, because we already played this at this event versus KC, was avoid the KJ Viper melt setup at B and just go A, and it fucking worked. And then I'm struggling to remember even how we won the defense round. The very last defense round was a pure hero play from Karn. I think we started playing to flood. We started playing on site a little bit more.
We were playing soft A.
Yeah, we were trying to at least get one before we got off.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game got a little dicey. Ended up winning. Again, I didn't play my best, to be honest. I was quite frustrated with myself after this, because I was like, damn, I feel like I'm really just getting abused here on the A side. It's kind of annoying. But we won.
If it makes you feel better, this is exactly how I felt when we played G2 on Abyss that first year, or was it the second year? I don't remember.
Oh, no, it was G2 on Abyss last year. Yes, that's the game where we went. Like,
yes,
OT.
And I'm trying to play B, retake B on KO 85 rounds in a row. We go quadruple overtime. Trust me, I felt the exact same way, and I'm pretty sure I had the exact same scoreline as well.
Really?
I'm quite literally... here, I'm going to pull it up. I swear to God, I had 8 kills.
Twin! Hey, someone's got to have 8 kills on Abyss. Someone's got to do it. It ain't much, but it's honest work. It's honest fucking work.
14 and 25.
Girl, that's Mimi.
8 and 17. See, damn,
wait, no,
assists.
you're putting in some good D though. Okay, I don't even have 28 assists. How many assists did I have? Ooh.
No, I'm telling you, we had the exact same. Look, you have more ACS than me too.
But the assists were eating them up though.
54 ADR.
28 assists is actually insane though.
But you know what though? Like, sometime you gotta help. And I need help at B, guys. Help! That's me.
No, I think one thing, I will take away broadly from this tournament is that on our defense, I think I was talking to Loic about this before he died. Rest in peace. May he rest. May he rest. Truly, may he rest. Yeah. Was I feel like a lot of our defense setups are super static, and we just try to play like I don't know, like we just play the exact same setup and we just try to milk that setup as long as possible. Like we're like, can we get any more value from this setup, from the micro the micro plays we could have from this exact spread with these people here and these people here. Like you see it on Pearl sometimes, and it's like, or even Corrode before we like actually like took a look at it and it like analyzed it. And I was saying to Loic, I was like, I think we just need to just have just random setups sometimes. Like I'm not saying every single time, like especially if it's working, but like when shit's like not working, we don't need to spam the same setups and like, you know what I'm saying, like just try to squeeze as much value out of it and fix one micro issue. Like sometimes just switching up the macro and forcing them to solve a new puzzle is good, because they might not have the answer to that, which they already clearly they game planned for this exact setup that we run like 12 rounds in a row on defense.
Like make them work for it a little bit more.
And this was something I saw across other maps that we were running too, like Haven. Even we were just trying to play the perfect spread and get the most value out of it, when sometimes running a suboptimal spread and just trying to just show a different look is just better. So yeah. Oh, you know what I just remembered? Bro, Bastarda was eating us up, bro. She was pissing me off. Not as a person, but as someone having to deal with her goddamn mid. If you run the damn footage, bro, she's in mid giving us problems. Bro, do you remember that timeout? On like the last timeout we took near the end game, and like I was literally the one talking the whole time. I was like, guys, no.
Oh yeah.
Clear the comms. I got us. Can we deal with her? That was literally the timeout. Was like,
can we take her out in mid, please?
Can we get a hitman out on this? Like, please. Like she's getting so much value because they're spamming executes and she's lurking. So Sarah can't help me on the a-hold because she's like, oh, could be mid.
They broke vents. Yeah.
Like, bro, we gotta do something about her in mid. We gotta do something. 6-7. We gotta do something. Yeah. So I don't remember exactly what ended up happening after that, but I just remember making that a very big point. I'm like, let's do something about Bastarda, because she was giving us issues. That was really good. So word to Bastarda, she was like carrying the fuck out of their attack, in my opinion. I don't know how many kills she actually ended up getting, but her pressure was like making us like tweak out. Like we were like, what is going on?
Real and true and base. But then we won the series. So now this is our first time coming from the
lower bracket,
lower final. Yes. And
ever, right? In GC, like not even just champs.
Yeah. No. Well, for us, we came once when we got DQ'd by Immortals.
But as this roster, like this
for this roster, no, we've never. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So damn, that shit got hands coming from lowers. God damn. Yeah. So they got veto advantage, and they get both bans, and they get first map pick. Is that right? Or they get both bans?
Both bans, first map pick. Yeah.
So we were actually a little bit confused by their veto, because they had the opportunity to put bind and split in the first three maps. They could have picked bind and then had split third. I'm not sure why they didn't do that, given that split was our worst map in this event and bind is our permaban. So they very well could have done that.
They did give us a chance in this BO5.
Yes, they gave us the series if we didn't choke Pearl, I fear.
Oh, we gotta get to that. We're gonna get to that.
But yeah, no, let's start with Haven, and we'll get there. Haven, okay, looking at the kills of everybody, this was like such a team game from everybody. Like everyone's kills were so close.
Even. For both teams, low key as well.
Like, everyone was fighting. I didn't realize how close it was in kills, and it was really close in score as well.
Am I 5 first kills, 1 first? Why do I have 6 first engagements?
Girl, you are entry fragger.
What's happening?
Girl.
No, like
you are entry.
Where did that happen? That's insane.
Good question, but you ate them up.
Yeah, like Haven. Okay, I'm telling you, we were honestly, maybe to like our downfall, we were so confident in our Haven, even when we lost to KC, and even when we lost like 14-12 to Timbuktu the first time, like we really thought we had Haven. So when they gave it to us the first map, I was like, okay, no, we got this. I will say Sarah was hitting some shots and winning us round solo. The first like a couple rounds of this game, I remember she got like a 3K in garage, and then she got like such a clutch. There's a round where you're on B, and then it's a 2v1, but it's technically a 1v1 because the person's just running at Sarah on A, and then Sarah just wins her fight, and it's like, well, that's like 2-3 rounds Sarah just was winning for us, and that's like a huge difference. Obviously, when we win 13-11, she was owning, and I think after a certain point it did become like a team effort. But when we won this, I feel like we thought, like in the back of my mind, I was like, wow, if we won Haven, like it's so winnable. The series is like in our palm. It's like in our hands.
That was true. But then
this,
my bad, guys.
No, Lexi, no. We win as a team. We lose as a team.
Here's the thing. Someone asked me, like, do I feel there was something so glaringly obvious that was like an issue in our gameplay, or like an individual person's gameplay that like lost us the series or lost us this map? And I'm like, bro, we just made so many micro mistakes and it added up so bad. Yeah. I don't even want to name any of them because it will make me throw up right now.
Okay,
so
we can avoid the details.
Yes. So we did choke Pearl. We were up. And then we decided, you know what? Just let him have it.
Yeah.
Just give it to him. Really.
Yeah. I feel like Pearl for us is a map that historically has been good for us. And it's like normally clean wins too. Like we win on this map like significantly. Like at the beginning of this tournament, we won 13-1. And then it never looked that clean ever since the first game. I'm not going to lie. I will say, like, I noticed that when we did play it later in the tournament, like when we played against mibr, you could tell the second time like they were making adjustments, like they were fighting us into, like when me and Sarah were pit and abusing like the spam, like the second time around they were actually like planning for it and they were like hard fighting us backside. Team Liquid kind of, they owned us. I mean, well played. Like they had the composure to capitalize on our mistakes. Like I feel like I do feel like though this was like, can we throw it even harder challenge? Like, can we look, and this is not disrespect to Team Liquid at all. Like I'm gone on record praising the fuck out of Team Liquid. They deserve this.
You have to be a good enough team to capitalize on mistakes. Because in GC all of the time we get away with being absolute random bums shit. And we still win. Yeah, it's literally no tea, no shade to them, but it's also like, damn, like, we fucked up bad.
I feel like you'd be blind to think that we didn't fuck up and throw. Like even just go ahead and look at the first engagements. Just off the rip. Like honestly, if you go to all maps too, bro, we're up 8, like we're up so many first engagements, and that's so many rounds we could be closing out cleanly. And I feel like this game, wait, can you go to all maps again?
Yeah, it's not sure. I can't scroll.
Oh no, but you can tell by the green. Like consistently we're up in man advantage, and we consistently are not converting them. Like that's it. Like if we convert our advantages, we win this.
Damn, I played 5 agents. Jesus
That's
Christ,
crazy.
I didn't know that.
You actually played 5 different agents. That is so funny. And you're positive in first engagements, period. Was I positive first engagements? Oh, I was. Damn! 15-5, I'll take it. But see what I mean? Like, the first engagements don't really matter if we're not converting them, and we just...
Yeah, we have to convert them.
We were allergic to... Yeah. Like, we were like...
Our mid to late rounds were like... big chungus.
They were huge chungus. So that shit hurted, not gonna lie. I remember...
I feel like... Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, you're about to spit. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, in the moment, I don't think it hit me how much of a blunder we made, or like how hard it was gonna be to come back after losing Pearl. I don't know why I thought it was still fine. But it's probably good that I thought that, because... You should think that in the middle of a match. Yeah, you should. Yes. But in the moment, if I was like, damn, we just lost Pearl, that would have been bad. But in the moment, I was like, nah, we still got this, guys. But in hindsight, that made the rest of the series 1,000 times more difficult. So much more hard, yeah. And, you know, we had a little glimmer of hope on Bind somehow. We had a little glimmer of hope. But that Bind attack low-key got hands. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It did have hands. I'm not gonna lie. People have like come into my stream and been like, oh, like how do you feel about like losing Bind or like choking Bind? And it's like, honestly though, I'm not sure if it sounds like anti-competitive, but like
in our heads, we thought bind was Jover. So any round we got was like pretty awesome. Like on paper, we should lose bind 100% of the time. Like this series was not going to be decided on bind.
We quite literally went into it thinking like the more rounds we win, the more nervous they'll be, or like the more tilted they're going to get that they're losing bind to a team that doesn't play it. But we had no intention of winning it because, guys, we've not scrimmed or played bind a single time this entire year. It is our permaban.
And it's like one of their best maps.
Yeah, so the fact that we got 10 rounds, I'm quite happy about that in the moment. I'm like, damn, how we get 10 rounds? That's pretty sick.
I think looking back, I should have had a better idea of how to play attack though. Like I had a pretty bare bones idea of like, keep in mind, wait, I want to make sure this is clear because I don't want it to come off as like, why didn't you just think of everything lol? Like, hello, you know you're gonna play them. You know you're gonna play bind. But the reality is like, maybe what people don't see is that our series versus mibr the day before went 4 maps, and I don't know when exactly it ended, but I think we were
out of there by 11 p.m., dude.
It felt like midnight, I think. I think are leaving the riot venue within the riot shuttle back to the hotel where our setups are at legit midnight or something. Like by the time we get back and like everyone's like settled in, it's like 12:30, 1 a.m. And like I'd rather like people prioritize sleeping and resting because we have a whole grand final the next day. Like there is no chance we're gonna be able to game plan for every single map. Like even split between me, Loic, and Wyatt, it was gonna be really difficult. But so I made a pretty bare bones like game plan for bind because I was prepping more for every other map because again we thought bind was gonna be a wash. Like I'm not gonna waste time.
The maps where we actually have an understanding to build upon and not like a map that we've not played in 2 years.
It's a perma for a reason, right? Like I don't have all the solutions. And I think definitely that showed because we got 1 fucking round on attack. To be fair, they got 3 rounds on attack on this is one of their best maps. So it's just hard. It's difficult. But yeah, I feel like I could have brought in a better idea. I think my idea was to attack up, but I think we were just setting the attack up in the wrong direction. Like Nicole and like we were meeting their opper on our contact and it was just a mess. Like we were just getting opt and it was just very hard to come back from that when we aren't going to win pistol either. So yeah.
And then moving on to Sunset. Honestly, I feel like Sunset was the map for me that I was most nervous about. I mean, obviously not including bind because I felt like bind was just whatever. Because I felt so lost and confused against the stage the first time we played them on Sunset. But I feel like our game plan going into it was a lot better this time. Like it felt way more natural and way more seamless this time around.
Well, for what it's worth, compared to the time we played them earlier, I truly don't even think it was like on you. Like I feel like we were fucking up. Like literally, you were not the problem. The rest of us were messing up so bad. Like the rest of us we weren't breaking the dart mid. We weren't denying them info. We weren't making any like disruptive plays. We were playing everything incorrectly. Like I feel like you were like the least of our problems, honestly. Like we fixed everything else like around you, and I feel like it ended up working out.
They were slowing B main, and I was like, shit, I never seen this before. What do I do? That was honestly the main problem because a lot of the time I'll do like gimmick plays in B main or I'll get the B line or I do a lot of stuff around B main, and when they do that slow it puts a wrench in what I've been practicing for the last 2 months. So it's like it's hard to adapt on the fly when they deny the plays that I've been working on. But yeah, I think you and Loic and Wyatt had a good read on it, and I feel like the adjustments that we talked about worked really well. So
yay. So I'm really happy actually we were able to like turn our Sunset around. But not everything can be turned. We had I'll say that we had a good Corrode this event. We had a good
Abyss.
We had a good Abyss, and we had a decent Sunset and a decent Haven.
And a decent Pearl.
Now
that's 5 maps.
Now
right? So then we have to talk about the Elefante
in the room.
Split Xenio.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard for me to say what really even went wrong, to be honest.
I can tell you. Do you want to know?
Okay. No, yeah, go ahead.
So, again, you're going to want to look on the right side of the screen there and look at how many more first engagements we had than them that went our way. and you're gonna want to see that they won 13 rounds and we won 8. And then you're gonna want to see the fact that I think I should have called us to NB more often than we ended A, because first of all, we were doing fast A stuff off rip, and I was just like,
we were getting
why
stalled
were we doing that
so hard on A.
Yeah, I would say that was a bad call from me and the coaching staff. Like, I don't know why, but we were like calling fast A shit early, and that was just so in and so troll. Like, why were we doing that? And then second, ending B, bro, our B ends were so much better in scrims than our A ends, and there's a round where we are up 5v3. I stick around mid for some reason. I in my head I thought they were gonna be flooding. They were gonna be stacked, like not stacked, but like if they were gonna be A, they were gonna be like flooding you guys, and I could like flank the Viper ult. I don't know, just a bad play for me. I'm mid. You guys, I go A. There's 2A, and we don't convert the round because we're just the A fights are we like struggle with, and I feel like if I call for us to end B, all of our util is so insane at B. Like our B executes in scrims were so good, and I just refused to call for us to B execute or end B, and so we lost a lot of rounds just by going into like the double duelist playground at A. Oh hi Flynn, hi dear.
Can you identify this cat?
I can't tell the difference between him and his twin. I only know
you got
who
a
Omen
50-50.
is. Well, I'm scared. Is there even a difference between them? Do they even look different?
Yeah.
Can you point out the differences?
Well, this guy's fat.
Oh.
And that's about it.
I know he not Omen.
No.
He not Omen. Can I get a hint?
The names are Spike and Ace. It's one of them.
No, I know, but can I get a hint onto which one it is?
How do I give you a hint?
I don't know.
He fat.
He big, like the spike become big when the spike explodes.
Yes!
Really?
Oh, sorry.
Is that the one not as big?
Scared. No, he little. Ace is little.
Oh, he eats all of his food then. Oh,
I'm sorry. Spike interrupted your train of thought, and now you forgot what you were talking about.
He was so cute. That was an awesome interruption. I have the biggest smile on my face, even though we're talking about us losing because of him. So. Yeah. TLDR, I should have called.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
our
hitting B.
BNs,
Yeah.
our B post plants and streams, our BNs were so much better. Our ANs were ass. I feel like, bro, and I was watching MIBR's match versus G2 Gozen, and I just see the double duelists just flooding Heaven and flooding CT and just eating up G2 Gozen and just cropping them. That should have hit my subconscious when we actually got into a match versus another Brazilian team, and I should have just locked the fuck in and gone B. Them bitches, they know those A angles. They know how to play on A. So I'll just take full accountability for attack. That's just sad, really. Just sad.
I feel like if there's one thing that I wish I could have helped with or like done differently is understanding the win cons and like macro adjustments that we could make to help you in situations where we're doing the wrong thing or like you don't even know what to do, where it's like a hectic sort of situation. I feel like I wish I was better at that, so that like you could lean on me more in those situations where we're like, shit, we're like running into a wall and like you're not sure what to do.
I would agree, but like I don't even think this one is on you or the team, because it's like me and the coaches literally were like, let's go A early, and like are y'all really gonna go into the game plan that we have already? You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me just overcall the game plan, like the first game plan that we have. Like it's hard for you to justify it.
We understand that like if the game plan doesn't work, we'd stop doing the game plan. Like when that situation hits, being like
recognizing
okay, this like being like, okay, we can't keep doing this. We have to change up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but you could say that, but I could just be like, or we just have a better game plan. We just call better, you know? It's better game plan, call better. I remember there was attack and we're like, go A, and then we rush A, and I was like immediately like, no, okay, we're done. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. We're done.
Yeah. That was a good one.
And then we swapped to defense, and I was quite hopeful for a defense. I remember Sarah being hella helpful.
Me too.
Like Sarah was like hella in this game mentally, like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like word to Sarah Frags. Like even after everything that happened on Pearl, like Sarah was fully like she was our rock, bro, the series. Like she was keeping us in it mentally. Like she was awesome.
Yeah.
I think she was also having a good map on split, but yeah, defense, they worked their ass, bro. They worked us.
We were getting our ankles broken like on that basketball court.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we lost. So do you want to talk about your feeling after losing and, you know, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's ass. I honestly, this one stung so bad because it was so close. Like me and you have said it. If 2 rounds go differently on Pearl, on a map that we are supposed to win, we're this podcast episode has a different title, you know? Like
it's a happy podcast.
Yeah. And not like sad and reflective, thinking about every mistake we ever made in our entire lives.
Yeah.
But it was so close. But at the same time, I obviously I was so sad that we lost, and I was like, fuck, like if 2 things go differently, it's so different, and like it hurts when it's so close. But in the same vein, like after I've thought about it for a while, it's like, one, it's better for the scene that it was close. Like it's very good actually that we're showing like this kind of level of valor, and that it would not have been like, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't have been good to win. Obviously, if we had won, it would have been amazing. Like if we had 3-0'd them, it would have been amazing. But in the same vein, I think it would mean a lot more to both teams that it was close and it got like this. Both teams went pushed this far, so I think that's good, showing like that level of valor that we showed. And I also think that, you know, they busted their ass. Like I feel like it was like Daiki was calling so good, playing too good this event not to win. Like she had a phenomenal tournament. And so like we've played Brazilian teams 3 times now. 3rd time was low-key the charm. 3rd time was low-key the charm for Brazil to get a W.
3rd time they low-key got our ass.
3rd time, you know, maybe 3 was greedy from us. 3 was a little greedy from us. Like they you could tell how hard they work, and you can tell like I'm happy that we lost. Like let me not say. Let me not. Don't clip that. Wait. Don't clip that.
I'm happy that we lost.
If we were gonna lose to anyone, I'm glad it was them. Is what I mean to say.
Agreed.
Like I know how hard they work and how much they've been working towards this goal, and like also separate from GC, like how much they want to compete in co-ed. So if we're gonna lose to another team, let it be them. You know, I'm really, really.
I feel like we're all pretty close with them, and like. Literally, as soon as we had lost, when I was talking to them, I was like, "Wow, you guys deserve that. Like, you guys are genuinely so good. Like, there was no hatred or anger in our systems at all, because we love them so much, and also see that they are kind of like a mirror of us in a sense, where like they have the same goals and ambitions to play in co-ed, which I admire. So
I also feel like it definitely lifts a weight off of us in a way. To like, we're not the only team in the world that can play at this level and can make that push for like the higher leagues. Like it gives me a lot of hope and faith seeing another team like, you know, beating us and like taking like, you know, playing at that level as well. Like it takes a lot of pressure off of us and on like the grand in the grand scheme of things. And you know, GC being a program that like takes, you know, women and marginalized genders to the next level, it helps in a way. I don't know, there's a lot of complex feelings I have on this, but ultimately I remember feeling so upset and sad that we lost, and then when we were going to like give the fist bumps, I saw Daiki and I just couldn't feel upset. Like I was just so happy for her.
I literally had the exact same thing, because
her.
When we went to go fist bump, Daiki was already like full crying, and I literally went like I was like, come here, and I was really happy for her. So yeah, agreed. I also, another complex feeling that I have about it is that like unironically, I mean, obviously I didn't manifest a loss, right?
Yeah.
Just to preface. But I do think in the grand scheme of like Nicole and Sarah's careers, I feel like it is good for them to have lost one. Because before we won 2, we lost 1 together. And I feel like knowing the feeling and pain of
it was
losing,
formative.
Yes, it is very formative, and it's very good for building the passion to win. Because I feel like when you're only winning, it's kind of hard to like keep the grind set, or like, because you have the only thing that's keeping the grind set, I feel like, is the pressure to keep winning, and not necessarily like the hunger to win, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where I feel like that it's kind of good for Nicole and Sarah in a sense.
Like long term.
To have that.
Yeah.
Yes. To have experienced that. And I mean, it's honestly like such a bonding experience for us as well as a team to have experienced that together as well. So
I kind of forget sometimes. It's a really good point. I forget that like Sarah and Nicole have not lost at champs yet until now. I hadn't thought about that. Like they've only ever lost 1 GC game as we were together before the finals, which was against EG, like 2020. 3?
20, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was early.
Yeah, so it was right before we went to champs and won. Yeah.
Like that was the only ever like loss they had felt at with us as a team. Obviously, we all lost before, but that's a really good point. Like shit, I wish it wasn't this way, and I'll find ways to cope. But sometimes that's just how it is. You can't win them all, you know? And I think that they played really well. I hope I don't come off as like discrediting them at all in this, because they really fucking pushed us to our goddamn limits, and the game showed that. They were so close. And they deserve to win, and we did not deserve to win, frankly. We did not deserve it whatsoever. Like it would have been, I think winning it, even if we had won and it was that close, I don't even like, obviously it would have felt good to win, but it would not have been like
it wouldn't have been as clean as the last 2 years, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think that would definitely weigh on me. Like, why was it so close? I also feel like I can't even be too mad, because you know how I've been saying if we win 2 rounds, the series is different? That is probably exactly how they felt in 2023, because if you actually pull up the VLR and you look at our finals versus them in 2023, they actually would have 3-1'd us if we lost Haven. And the first map was Haven, and we won 14-12. We won by the like literally the difference of 2 to 3 rounds. But if you look at like the next map, like Lotus, they won because we threw. Breeze, we won. But then Sunset, they beat us.
Can we play Breeze?
I know.
I forgot this was even the map.
We actually won
Sorry,
Breeze.
I don't even remember this.
I barely remember it too. And then Sunset, they won. So now imagine if they had converted Haven. Again, if same logic, if they win 2 rounds, 2 rounds go differently, they 3-1 us and we lose this. It would lose this year, or we lose that year rather. So it's like I can't be too mad, because I feel like I'm in their shoes from 2 years ago. Like they were probably so fucking upset at this happening, especially because it happened in Brazil. So I feel like karma just kind of came back and got our ass. Not gonna lie. Now we're the ones losing by 2 rounds, and it feels like absolute horror.
So should we talk about our good friend Loic abandoning us, or?
Yeah. So, guys, we've been hiding this for years, to be honest, but the truth has finally come out. Effys hates women. I said it. Truth comes out.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Every day in practice, he calls us bitches.
Oh.
He says that...
especially Nicole.
Yes. He says that our female dexterity is the reason we'll never make it in life.
Yeah.
All sorts of things.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. Right. So I think he honestly should stay in GC. I feel like he's a really good GC coach.
Yeah, that being said...
That being said, can we have him back now?
Yeah, like, cut the cameras dead ass. Yeah, so the rumors are true. There was actually no rumors, actually.
The rumor being the tweet from Effys saying, "Hello, I am leaving the team. Goodbye."
Yeah, he's gone, guys. He's going to SRB. It's honestly quite rare that people stick together for as long as we did. Like 3 years is already like ancient.
That's like an eon in esports.
That is an era. That is like that is a century in esports to be sticking together. Like it doesn't happen often. That's why people make such a big deal of it when like me and Lexi, another 1,000 days added to the counter. It's like, well, yeah, because it doesn't really happen. It doesn't happen that often. And so that applies to coaches too. Like works with us for, a long time, but it makes sense, moving on to different pastures and seeing what it's like at SRB makes a lot of sense. I think he is a fucking steal. Like they stole him from us. I think he's a phenomenal coach, and they're gonna do so well with him. It just sucks that he had to leave us. Like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, +1 vouch. I don't think we could have gotten a better coach or asked for a better coach. Like he really was like the GOAT. But let it be known that if I feel like he should come back, I do have countless images and videos to use as blackmail.
Yes.
So let's just say he better stay on my good side.
You have a lot of blackmail. You have a lot. Let's be clear. Let's be crystal clear.
Yeah. But we wish him the best going forward. And I mean, when he was telling us that he was leaving, he kind of said it really well. Like he's just gonna be our neighbor, pretty much. Yeah. He's right there. He's not like moving to China. He's not going to He's not going to,
Yeah.
you know, Team Liquid Brazil. He's just going to be, he's going to be at SR. And, you know, we might even see him like at boot camps and stuff if he's there. So it's not like he's gone. So that's
Wait,
good.
so he didn't
That's
die?
the
I thought
positive.
he did.
Well, I heard that there was a quicksand accident, but I'm pretty sure he made it out unscathed.
Oh, my trap. Dang it.
Imagine. There's like a cage at the bottom of the quicksand to like keep him like trapped and coaching us for like the rest of his life.
There's a
like,
computer,
so
there's
sick.
a laptop, that's it. I just throw
Yeah.
food down. I throw pork chops down there every now and then.
Yes. Just give him a laptop so he can play Minecraft.
With that being said, we are looking for a new head coach. So if you
So
are
send your resume
interested,
to @likeachew on Twitter if you'd like to head coach our team. But that serious inquiries only. We're being so serious. Please
Yes.
come head coach our team if you are qualified for the job.
please do.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Okay, so looking forward into the next month, I'm playing Spotlight Series on December 12th. Yay! I don't think I can leak all of the rosters, but me and Cartita are playing on Team Winthrop X Shopify Rebellion.
Can you leak who's playing on your team at least or no?
I think maybe. It's me, Karn, Moobs, Infiltrator, and Governor. That's our squad.
That's fire. That's
Yeah,
fire.
so
Fear.
should be fun. It's just a short little 3-day
Little
event.
tourney.
It's in Monterrey, Mexico, which is interesting. Last year it was in LA, so I'm excited to go somewhere new and different and funky and fresh.
Will this be your first time in Mexico? I can't remember if you
Yes,
like vacation there
I've never
before.
been to Mexico. No.
Oh my god, the Latina in you is about to jump out. Imagine you land,
I can
you're
understand.
fluent.
Like,
wait, what?
oh my god, if I don't learn at least a couple words, I'm gonna be pissed.
You should start tonight.
Girl, I know. I've been on that Duolingo grind, but they don't really be. Yes, girl. Okay, here's the gag though. I've been on the Duolingo grind since. I don't even know. It's been a minute. Like I've been trying to learn Spanish very casually. I'm not really taking it very seriously. I probably should.
Okay.
But when we found out we were going to Mexico, I was like so mad that I didn't start earlier because how sick would it be if I get there? I'm with my team and I'm like, we're like at dinner and like they can't understand like what the waiter is saying and I'm
I'll
like,
handle this.
como se dice pancakes? And I'm just like,
pancakes in Mexico?
I'm just like,
what restaurant
yeah, girl,
are
I don't
you
know.
at?
We're at the Waffle House. Relax, okay? But like, imagine I was like serving Latino realness. I mean, I am serving Latino realness,
but like not
Spanish speaking
right.
realness,
not no sabo realness.
Yes. So yeah, this event should be fun. It's 100 Thieves, Crew X Lion. I didn't know Lion is just 6K rebranded. And then Envy and FlyQuest, and then us. So that should be cool.
That sounds
So be around on the 12th to the 15th. I think I'm going to be co-streaming it on my channel. If anyone's interested in Melange, you should co-stream it too, and you should watch.
OMG. Wait, it's this weekend. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're leaving so fast. OMG.
Yeah, I leave on Thursday.
Well, if I can fix my sleeping schedule, I'll try to co-stream it. And you know how that
yeah, you
has
are
been.
cooked.
Guys, I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. I'm going to bed at 10 p.m. Waking up at 4:30. Bitch, you not Ashton Hall. You are not Ashton Hall. Go back to sleep. Who are you? You do not have a job in healthcare. You are not running rounds at the hospital. Go ahead and get back to sleep. Is what I would say to myself.
No, and the gag is too, is that the feeling of trying to stay up past like 8 p.m. is like
Lord
trying
have
to
mercy.
pull my teeth out one by one. That is hard. No, this jet lag, I swear I've never been like truly jet
This is
lagged, but this jet
bad.
lag is hitting. This like 12-hour, 13-hour difference hit bad.
Mind you, the yawns are about to come in soon. Actually, I'm
No, don't even
feeling
talk
a
about
little
it because
bit
then I'm gonna
tired
yawn.
already.
No, don't even talk about it because then I'm gonna hit that. But yeah, stay tuned for the Spotlight series. And then we have some other news we would like to discuss. First and foremost,
Current
Petra
events.
has retired from Valorant, which means that is one less player who has been to every single champs event. So the number is slowly
getting smaller.
going down. Yeah,
And then
'cause I
next
think it's just
year we're not
me,
going to
you,
qualify,
Mimi,
so
and
it's going to
Konir.
be Konir and Mimi. Gagged. Holy gag. Holy cow.
Anyway, honestly, shout out Petra. She has been around a long time. Even in CS, she was out here gaming. So, good luck to her. Whatever
That's
she decides
crazy.
to do.
Honestly, have watched her since CS. That is a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really hitting me now. I don't know why it hasn't, but it's like, damn, we competed against someone that had like 5 years of competition in CS that we got to watch, like them competing in CLG Red.
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
That is crazy. But honestly, I saw not too long ago she was on the analyst desk for VCT MEA. So I wonder if she'll do more stuff like that. Oh,
she'll make that jump. That makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense for her to do that. You know what I just thought of? She might have the most cultural impact GC as a GC player because she has a spot named after her. On Sunset, Petra, and she has the Petra Dart, which frankly, I'm sorry, we be saying Petra Dart. We say Petra Dart when we are referring to using a dart that double bounces for the crosshair placement and swinging. Sorry, like we do. Like those are pretty iconic plays, and I can't think of anyone else that has like a something named after them.
Like
in Game
all
Changers.
of Meister, like like that's crazy. That is true.
I literally can't think of anything.
No.
We clear that box religiously on Sunset, by the way, because of her.
We learned a lot.
Word to Petra. Word to Petra.
Yep. Period. In other news as well, during the I think it was the Sen Invitational watch party when Tarek was watch partying with Rob Moore, he accidentally leaked that Breeze is gonna come back. Worst news I've heard all year, I think. And that's like worse than losing. Yeah. That's like
worse
really
than Loic leaving.
Oh yeah. Wow, this year is great. The last month has just been filled with good news.
Yeah.
But I did hear, I don't know where I heard this, but I heard it was getting like a full rework. I don't know exactly what that entails, like if the map is going to be entirely different. But I hope it is, because
I hope so.
The current Breeze as we know it is not fun, enjoyable, or nice to play. So,
you know what is like enjoyable and nice that we haven't brought up yet? If I could take us back to grand finals, actually. And I'm looking at my teammates and like, you know, we're winning rounds and I'm just like fist bumping and I'm just having a good time. You know, fist bump Nicole on my left, fist bump Lexi my right. And I'm like, damn. Something's on my hand. I'm like, what the hell's on my hand? Like, it feels like there's paint on it. And I'm looking at my hand, and my right hand on my index finger, there's blood. And I was like, oh, I'm bleeding? The fuck? How did that happen? And then I'm like, let me retrace my steps. I fist bump Lexi. I look at Lexi's hand. She has a fucking ring on. Like a whole ass promise ring. And I said, oh, diamond's so sharp, it's literally cutting me up. And I was like, okay, so ref, can I get a towel on the stage? And I'm
what the super gag is that after a while, after I cut you twice, right?
Oh yeah, mind you, it happened twice.
Two gashes in her hand now. I look at my hand, there's Melange's blood on my hand.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't say anything because I was like, let me not panic the amount that she's bleeding right now because it was on my hand. And I was like, just wiped it off with my towel and went about my business. But yeah, this is the culprit. This beautiful promise ring that my lovely boyfriend got me. It is real diamonds and apparently it is quite sharp. It appears to be quite sharp.
Yeah, so it was. I can say for first, you know, good selection of a ring, Caleb.
But
you know, good work.
Here's the double gagachungus, the triple gagachungus. Why only during grand finals did that happen?
I don't
because we
know.
were fist bumping the whole time. I think I was just like really hyped during grand, so maybe I was like punching a little bit.
You were
harder.
punching a little bit. You were punching.
But then at second map, I was like, you know what? Let me just take it off. Let me just take it off for a little bit so I don't further injure my lovely teammate.
At this point, my bandages, I looked like a goddamn Naruto character.
She had like 3 bandages.
I literally
on her
had
knuckles.
bandages
I'm like,
everywhere. But here's the gag: it's like honestly, it didn't really like hurt that much, really. Like it was just a sting. That's it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, we had so much adrenaline. No, we had so much adrenaline going through our bodies. I really didn't even notice it. Like I felt bad that you felt bad. Like I was trying to make sure that you.
I felt bad that you had band-aids on you because I was like, oh, I hope that doesn't like affect her like keyboard hand or anything.
No, it was my mouse hand, but I still didn't gaff. I still did not gaff even a little.
That was your mouse hand? Oh my god, I need to be executed.
No, but I played fine. I literally played fine up until the last map, but at that point it had girl, all this happened in map 1 and map 2. Like, it was not affecting
I
map
guess
5.
it was kind of early on. Yeah, I guess you're right. Wow. So yeah, I injured Melange during grand finals on accident.
The girls were fighting.
Am I gonna
actually,
get fined?
The girls were fighting. We actually were duking it out in the back, and that's why I had blood on me.
After Pearl, we quite literally got into it. Like we were
fist
pulling hair. Like she had one of my fucking French braids in one hand, and I was like grabbing her by the necklace, trying to choke her out. It was bad. It was bad, but like we got over it. So yeah.
No, like a true team. Oh, can you rate my speech pre-sunset or no? Because I forgot to bring that up.
Yes, Melange had an incredible motivating speech before we played Sunset.
After flopping on Pearl, I was like, I need to lock in.
After we did flop on Pearl, and then that was after Bind as well, correct?
Yes, after Bind. I was like, okay, hang on, let me actually lock in. I'm like, I feel so bad because on Pearl, I was like, oh man, I was stressed a little bit. Not gonna lie, I was a little stressed.
I mean, well, yes, I think we were all stressed, and I feel like your speech, which also I think they recorded it, so I think that it's gonna be on the SR.
Okay, wait, don't rate it too high because then people are gonna watch and be like, this shit was mid.
No,
that was mid.
No, it wasn't mid at all, and I think it was also like super motivating for us, and I think snapped us out of whatever like tilt we had. I don't think we had any noticeable tilt. It's more just really like the mental state that we were in, like being like, oh shit, it's fucking do or die right now. I think it helped us snap out of it a lot. Like I think everyone kind of felt it. And I felt like the aura in the room kind of shift.
The aura in the room
after that moment, like it really shifted.
I should have done another speech before split because shit, that would have been nice.
You know what the gag is? I was literally, because we also, after the speech, when we went back on stage, we did another huddle before sunset, and I quite literally was gonna ask you, I was gonna be like, can we do another huddle before split? But I was like,
no, we should've.
I don't want to be cornball.
That's not even cornball at all, dude, because it went 5. Like it went the full distance. Like we got maximum value.
Yeah.
I'll remember that for next year if we go 5 maps again. Like guys, let's just have a cute little huddle, guys. Let's remember this moment.
We could have jumped up and down, and it would have been so fun.
Yeah, and then I would have called for us to NB instead of A, because then my brain would have actually been working.
Because it would have shook. It would have shook your brain a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, but that's gaggy. Are there any other stories you can remember from champs that you would like to share on a pod exclusive?
Let me think. See, here's the thing. I feel like I had quite a boring POV of it all because the boot camp, I didn't even, we had 1 day off in our boot camp. And like, I think people used to go shopping and I literally just sat and played ranked even. So I still don't have any interesting topics.
I think me and Karn were the only ones who did anything, and everyone else took it as a rest day, which is so valid because we were absolutely #grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we quite literally only had 1 day off. So like our sightseeing stories are like pretty minimal. We really didn't see much. Two things. One, when me and Leica went out shopping, I got a drink and I was like, oh, I don't want to hold this no more. I'm over it. And I wanted to throw it away.
Oh, good luck finding a trash can in Korea.
I did not realize that trash cans are eradicated. What
gone.
do y'all do with your garbage then? Like, genuine question. Like I need to bring a backpack next time with a little garbage bag in it. Like, I did not realize how serious this shit was. So yeah, that was crazy. And then also something else that happened was I don't know if you guys have seen the edit that I think it was Ray who made the edit, and it was just like a cute little face card edit of me. And and I did a jersey swap with Bastarda, and then Lisa comes up to me and she was like, yo, by the way, I have your edit bookmarked. I've watched it 50 times. I was like,
Lisa saying that. Mind you,
the queen of edits, the queen of being beautiful, the queen of serving on camera, the queen of everything, just told me that she has my face card edit bookmarked and was watching it. Truly, my
highlight.
ego could not have gotten bigger than in that moment. Like my ego is through the roof. Like my life was made after that comment. So I just want to share that. Thank you, Queenie, for
like
that.
the concept of Alexis, Bastarda, and Lisa in the same 5-foot vicinity.
The energy in the room was,
oh my god,
it was
Diva.
It was insane. It was Diva energy. Yeah, it was like serve energy. Like
like diva
Like
down.
I feel like I got some of their like serving abilities by breathing
like just
the same
by
air
you
as
absorbed
them.
it just by being in the same presence.
Just by their aura, because their aura radiates so wide that like being close to them, like I get a little bit of it, I think.
Can you pass them to me as well? Like I would love a little bit of that. That would be great. And I
really don't have much to spare.
Oh,
are you sure
about that? I think you have a lot actually. Oh, you know it's also gaggy? I'm not gonna lie. What? I think it was the night before upper finals. I was hanging out with at mibr. I think I did a jersey swap with Lisa and Melissa, and I ended up just talking to them for like an hour. Not gonna lie, they are such chillers. Like it was Sayuri, Melissa, and Lisa, and they were so chill and so nice. Like,
everyone who goes to GC Champs, I swear, is like the sweetest human being on planet Earth. Like there's no drama at GC Champs. Yeah. Like it's just like kind-hearted, loving human beings.
Well, to be just the elephant.
What drama was there?
Between mibr and G2 goes in.
Oh.
Okay, here's the thing though.
When I said no drama, I meant between us and anyone else.
Yeah, well, here's the gag, and I'm not even qualified really to speak on this too much because I'm not on mibr nor G2 goes in, but when I was like talking with mibr, they seemed like extremely like they felt bad. Like this was not an intended effect of like this is not what they intended coming to the tournament was for this like tension to exist between, you know, them and G2 goes in. Like I think they even asked like, hey, can you like put me in touch with like Juice Bar because our coach wants to do a jersey swap, and I think they ended up doing a jersey swap. So like I think honestly I don't think they wanted that to even be like the result of all of this.
I get to the degree that it got.
To the point that I got to, like it really is mostly all love at GC Champs. Like I feel like me and you learned our lesson from the first one. Like the first one, we were trying to be like too much like villain.
We were trying
almost
to be like
giving
the alpha
pick me
dog.
like a little bit.
It was giving corny,
but it invited
so
that.
Corny.
Yeah, it invited a corny energy, like a and like we could have been pick me's. Like it was just too much. I think like we learned from that. I think
it's so much more fun and also mentally rewarding to just be nice to everybody and just like I literally go to these events and I come back with like 10 new friends that I'm like, oh
yes,
I'm so happy that I met these people. So yeah.
So yeah, besides that,
do you have any plans for the holidays coming up?
Dude, I need to make some because I have zero. I haven't even thought about it. I've just been sitting here. I've been playing Arc Raiders.
Are you thinking of going on vacay or are you thinking of chilling?
Dude, I just want to stay at home. Let's have a staycation. That's what I say.
Girl.
That's what I say.
I'm thinking I have to get on a plane and go to Mexico after like 2 15-hour flights. I'm just like, ugh. Obviously I want to go to this event. I'm just like, damn, I wish it was in New York. I could just drive up.
But after this, you're not traveling. You're getting that staycation. I'm
staying home for at least 2 months. Like I am not moving from this. So much so that like Caleb's coming for the holidays and I can't go there because I just can't get on another flight. Like I just
like figure it out. Like Caleb figure it out.
I'm shipping all the presents. I just can't. It's so much. It's just so much. And last time I went to Canada, they were not happy with me anyway. So maybe I need to take a little break.
Yeah, so I have no plans. I'm not sure if I'm going to see my family or Roy's family. I'll figure it out. I'll just flip a coin, probably.
I love that.
Yay.
Yay.
So, I guess that's, I can't believe we made it this far. They didn't think we'd make it this far. Frankly, they didn't.
No, they thought that the last episode was the final one ever.
It's been a while, really, since we last met.
This is our longest episode, too.
Yeah. Guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed the super episode, the Game Changers Champions super episode,
super debrief
I feel like we're gonna end, and the moment we stop recording we're gonna remember like 4 stories, but you know what, but you know what you can do to stay on top of those stories? I'll give you three solutions. Number 1, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, slam that subscribe button. Leave a like
that noti bell.
And slam that noti bell because we'll probably remember it and put it in the next episode. Number 2, go ahead to twitch.tv/Alexis. Follow Alexis because she might just be saying these stories on stream when she remembers them. And then finally, go ahead and go to twitch.tv/Melange and then follow Melange. And I might remember. The least likely, though, of the 3, to be honest. I'm getting up there in age, so I'm starting to forget, you know? But, you know, just in case Lexi's not live.
Right.
And our Do Up You podcast episode doesn't cover it. Go ahead and give me a follow.
Right.
That being said, y'all, I don't know if we're having another episode. Are we recording next week?
Yeah, we can record when I get home from Mexico.
Okay, and we can do a Deep Your Phone spotlight and whatever news off-season stuff is going on.
But I think maybe we'll have a guest next week, perhaps, possibly.
Tune in. Y'all, we'll have at least one more episode before the holidays. Guaranteed. And it will be a Trio Q episode. First ever Trio Q! Yay!
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, stop.
I didn't even think of calling it that if we have a guest. That's adorable. Okay, I love that.
Love that. Anyway, everyone, have a great rest of the week. Have a great next of the weekend. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye!
Bye!
That's the end of the podcast.